Hello everyone, it is Person. Welcome back to another episode of Boom Beach. Today, episode number 29 of the Boom Beach base review. It was almost ancient history since the last episode has been even before the last tiny update in which we did episode 28 over a month ago. I apologize for the inconvenience, I just was lazy, let's just put it that way. But today we're finally back again, and of course the next episode is going to be upcoming Monday. So if you guys want to be having a chance of getting your base featured, no, Monday, not Tuesday. If you guys want to be having a chance of getting your base featured, all you need to do, go to the comment section down below and fill in the information I'm asking for, but be sure to include your task force hashtag. You can find it by going to your task force, and then the third line literally says task force tag. If I don't see the hashtag in your comment, I'm just gonna skip your comment regardless of who you are, because if I type in redemption in here, just to give you guys a little example, I cannot even, redemption. Look how many task forces come up that are called redemption. For that reason, I just simply skip any comment that doesn't show the task force hashtag. Sorry about that, but that's just making it easier for me to do my job here. That being said though, let's go. So the first task force we have arrived is called Brickman 1, and they actually have a really nice motto. They're saying if you get a lot of intel, you become an officer, and if you don't, then you simply don't. It's actually really kind of cool. They're filled up, they don't have any entry requirement whatsoever, but we're going to be taking a look at the co-leader called Lynch with 481 victory points, level 50, and we're going to see what this base is all about. Okay, this is a pretty interesting base. It seems that he is kind of high up there, kind of towards the end game. Currently running with the headquarters level 18, so you have actually increased your headquarters by 1 level since posting the comment. That's nice to see. Congratulations on reaching all of that. Now, first I'm going to be taking a look at the utilities, as in armory and vault and stuff, and then we're going to take a look at how we can improve the defenses. We're always splitting these base reviews into 2 sections, so that way you guys get a general idea about what I suggest you to upgrade. So first of all, let's go ahead and find the armory right over here. Level 17 is on a very nice level. The sculptor's level 6. It can be level 7, but considering you aren't headquarters level 18, I think for a really long time, I'll see it through the fingers. Then the vault over here, it's level 16. I'll always encourage to have it 1 level behind the headquarters, for the sheer fact that if you do get attacked, you won't simply lose as many resources as whenever your vault is kind of under leveled in this case. You have the weapon lab over here, of course, and then taking a look at the radar. It's right now level 17, so that's kind of cool. Right now, getting into your gunboat, 17, landing crafts, 15, 17, 16, okay, they're on okay level, nothing really to complain about that here. And then statues, masterpieces, 56 is about decent. It can go up to 75, the power stone chance. 28 is actually good, can go up to 32, not sure. Might be wrong there. 28 is good as well over here. 32 is awesome. And then 24 over here. And the 40% gunboat is almost the best one you can have. 42 is the maxed out version. So very, very nice statues. And over here, of course, a 44% resource reward. Now, I managed to pick up a 48% today. Quickly talking about myself, that is 2 away from the best one out there. So 44 is definitely really great statues. I gotta say, Lynch, you got some really awesome statues in there. Now, taking a look at your defense, that is very, very important. Now, in offer, there's 2 things I immediately see in which I would say you probably want to be improving that. The first one is the mine placement. So over here in the beginning, we got like a couple of mines here, 4 mines, very casual, which is understandable. But we're missing a whole bunch of mines at the side here, at the right side and at the left side. I kind of wish you would place a couple of mines here, because I do see a very heavily anti-warrior base. Now, here's the catch. If you drop 1 barrage onto that colors, all 8 mines around there are gonna be gone, and that's kind of a waste. So what I would do is get rid of all of the mines at the headquarters and place them somewhere around the headquarters, like potentially near the headquarters as well. Some over them here at the right side, some over there at the left side. Make sure you got about 60% of the mines at least at the headquarters in that straight line, so that way, you know, you're gonna be able to defend against everything that's coming your way a little bit better. But make sure you also have some mines at the side. It cannot hurt to have a couple of mines here and there at the left and the right side. Also, there's so much distance between your base, that way the defensive buildings are not really going to be supporting each other a little bit better. Let's actually go ahead and take a look at what I'm talking about here. So first off, you have a boom cannon in the front, and there's nothing wrong with that because it's getting defended very nicely by the shock blaster. But that literally is the only defense that is kind of covering up for the boom cannon over there. And also, nothing is really protecting the shock blaster with the exception of the rocket launcher, which it barely even does. So it's kind of like, I feel that this shock blaster is just there for kicks and giggles. Is really gonna get taken down very easily, because after the boom cannon and the mortar is gone, it's basically in the center of the attention of any attack combination that's going to be attacking you. So you want to have some backup there. Maybe some sniper towers a little bit closer, maybe the rocket launchers getting started a little bit earlier, like put them on the level of this wooden storage for instance. It will already do so much more than it's doing right now. On top of that, the thing that I'm mostly concerned about is this wing over here. Like, you got some buildings over here at the left side and some buildings here at the right side. But truth of the matter is, there's just simply too much space behind it. And you're not a level 20 yet on your headquarters, so you right now really cannot afford to have that distance, because you honestly are going to be getting taken down by way too many attack combinations. If I can break it down for you, if I were to be attacking you with the warrior attack strategy, what I would be doing, in which a lot of people will already be doing this, is I will be dropping the warriors here at the right side, right? And there's no mines there, so there's nothing to be afraid of. Then I'll be dropping a flare over here at the cannon. Potentially in the middle I'll drop a smoke, because obviously that shock blast is gonna hurt me, but not that much. And then from here I'll just walk my way up to maybe this residence over here, and from the residence I'll just drop a barrage over here, and then maybe get my warriors like at the shock launcher or just at the headquarters and then shocking the rest. That is honestly how most people will take out your base. And then other than that, you also have a bunch of other very tanky units that will take this into advantage, because honestly it is too far apart. So those are the tips I want to give you. Be sure to support the shock blaster over there in the front here. Be sure to have a little bit less space between buildings, because obviously it's very easy to just pick one side to attack, leaving the other side in the dust. Have those rocket launchers be initiated a little bit earlier to give that additional support to the buildings in the front, and then also have these mines protecting a little bit earlier, a little bit more at the side as well, and then you should pretty much be good to go. Lynch, that is your base design. Hope this helps you out. Feel free to drop a comment if you have any you know, if it helps you out or anything like that. That being said, let's move on to the next base of today. So the next base we're going to be reviewing is in a task force called Free Palestine. I think it's an English talking task force, at least by the description of it. They're currently filled up. It's a very humble 10-person task force, which is always pretty cool. They're pretty high level as well. Minimum victory points 700 and above. So right now they're taking down sour grapes, or at least they're trying to take it down. Pretty interesting and impressive stuff. The person we're looking for is called Basil, with a lot of dots in the middle there. Level 61, he's kind of maxed out. Headquarters level 21, I would assume, with 768 victory points. Let's take a look what this base is all about. So yeah, over here headquarters level 21. We have, of course, the shock mines over here. I'm not really going to get too much into detail here, because pretty much everything will be maxed out for sure. Jeez, look at this boost. Everything. 9 statues being boosted up here. We got a badass over here. Actually, 8 things, because this one is not boosted. 38%, that's crazy. Okay, let's take a look here. Gunboats maxed out. Everything over here will be level 20. Great job there, Basil. Now let's take a look at your statues. I'm really curious to see what you got. A 35% is just awesome. 58, that is 29, not too bad. 50% maxed out, awesome stuff right there. And a 74, that is a 37%. Now that still can be improved, but you know what, 37%, that's okay. I'm actually in fact quite jealous of your statues. Nice job there, getting everything to where you have it right now. Now, most importantly, the base design. Whenever I saw this base, I thought it was interesting to give it like feedback based on what kind of a troop would be attacking this type of base. Starting off with the warrior attack strategy, I see quite a few holes in this base. Mostly because you simply don't got any prototype modules or defenses in your base, which I have the same issue as you do. So warriors will be taking out this base really quickly. And the reason for that is that you simply, like, let me see here. You have one shock mine over here, one over here as well, and one over here. So with warriors, I would simply take the right path, go from the sniper tower. Then from the sniper tower, I will probably walk to the weapon lab, and from the weapon lab is an easy walk to the headquarters. You already know what's gonna be happening. Smack, smackety, smack, smack. Dropping some shocks over here, taking those out. And potentially like a shock launcher 1 or 2. So the warrior attack strategy is gonna be very effective against a base like this. Another thing I want to point out is the smoky hookah attack strategy, which a lot of people around 750 and above medals will be using. There's simply not enough mortars at the headquarters. There's only one over here. But then, if you just go ahead and take care of like an iron storage over here, or the wooden storage over there, you're gonna be smoking your way up to that path right around here, and you can just simply snipe the headquarters by dropping a shock bomb right here, getting these 3 buildings, and then another one, potentially over here, or maybe getting the other rocket launcher. Basically what I'm trying to say is there's nothing that will really threaten Smoky Hookah. If anything, I would love to take out this base on my map with the Smoky Hookah attack strategy. So that's another thing. Then you also got RZM, which is going to be attacking this base pretty much flawlessly. If someone has a maxed out barrage and about 70 to 75 gunboat energy, they will take out this base guaranteed. All you need to do is drop a barrage with each rocket launcher, followed by a artillery. It will be taken out, and then you're probably gonna be dropping a shock like on one of the shock launchers, taking it out with the rifleman and the Zuka and the medics of course, and then work your way up there until you reach the headquarters, drop a shock bomb in the middle to disable every single flamethrower, and down goes the base. Basically what I'm trying to say is, what you want to be doing with your base is, the base overall looks good, everything is overlapping, so we got no issues there whatsoever. But due to the fact that you should probably switch up the way the shock mines go, I would really encourage you to take a look at your defensive log. See how people take you out, and based on what you're seeing on your defensive log, I would just switch up like mines. I would switch up certain buildings to kind of throw people off there, and try to not have it so symmetric, so that way it's really easy to take out the base like this. Because I've seen bases out there just like this, which give people a whole lot of trouble just because they switch around a couple of things. The biggest tip I want to give you, place a couple of mortars at the back of your base, so that way at least they're going to be in range of the headquarters for that Smoky Hookah attack strategy. The base overall, it's very nice. You know your stuff. You're already at the end game of Moon Beach, so I don't really need to explain how the game works to you. But I hope this base review helps you out. And that being said, let's move on to the final base of today. Okay, so we have arrived at Stubbs. Stubbs only have 2 slots remaining, 200 victory points and above. And let's actually go ahead and take a look at Riga. He's kind of near the bottom over here. Level 41 with 237 victory points. Not a whole lot of victory points for the level, but that is okay. Let's go ahead and see what kind of a base we're encountering on this one. So Riga, level 16 headquarters. That means that you just got your 7th landing craft. We're going to take a look at that a little bit later. Over here you got the sculptor, the armory. The sculptor's level 6, which is great. That's the maximum level it can be at. Over here, oh, you're building the weapon lab. That's really cool. That means you're going to be getting Hammerman and Colonel Gerhard. Let's take a look at your radar. Very important. Okay, so in order for you to unlock Colonel Gerhard, you need your weapon lab, of course. But you need to have the radar up to level 15 and then defeat Hammerman on level 40. The Hammerman base. Only then are you going to be getting Colonel Gerhard as an event. Highly encourage you to upgrade your radar after you've got your weapon lab done. So that's a tip from my side. Your vault is level 14, can be level 15, I suppose that is alright. And then your statues. So there's many statues hidden here, I only see 4. Starting off with this one, 27%, not too bad. Over here, another masterpiece, 37, is actually also really good. And then I saw you had a couple of them hidden over here, 7%, and I think one over here, 37. That is, I think, maxed out. That is awesome. Definitely keep that one. I'm not sure if you need these guardians. I would seriously encourage you to exchange them to something either resource ward, troop damage, troop health, or even gunboat. So definitely consider those factors as well. As for your base, I do have a couple of comments here first and foremost, I would always say around this victory point area, flamethrowers at the headquarters, followed up by machine guns, which these machine guns do hit the headquarters, which is kind of good. So you got 3 machine guns there. You also got 2 machine guns over there. I don't think I mind that much that those machine guns are there. But what I do mind is the fact that you're giving away these wooden storage as free gunboat energy. I honestly think that's a bad thing, but that is a personal preference kind of thing. I just simply don't like the idea of giving away gunboat energy to the opponents. On the contrary, they can be used as walls as well. But you gotta have some firepower to back it up. Now you do have a boom cannon over here and a boom cannon over here. But this cannon over here is not really gonna be reaching it. So what I would do in your situation is have this cannon, swap it out with the iron storage. And the same thing over here. The cannon over here in the back is not really going to be that effective. Swap that one with this iron storage over there. And then you're actually going to have quite a beast of a defense in the front there, which I like to see. Now I'm not really sure what kind of prototype defense you're gonna be building, even if you're gonna be building one, but maybe it would be interesting to build something like a damage amplifier or a shock blaster. Now I noticed recently that the damage amplifier, if you have like rocket launchers around it, that thing is super powerful, so you may want to consider something like that. Now let's take a look at your mine placement. There's a big issue with the mine placement at the center, because over here there's only this mine. But over here at this course, let's take a look here, going from here to here, literally no mines, so warriors have free reign right here. This base is extremely weak against the warrior attack strategy because you simply only have 2 flamethrowers over there. You don't have the shock launcher yet, so another tip would be upgrade your headquarters to level 17 for the shock launcher. You can put it right here behind the sniper tower. And maybe have these sniper towers over here, like where this golden storage is. Maybe where the sawmill is, you know, just improvise a little bit based on what your defensive log is saying. You still have quite a bit of work to do when it comes down to your base design. I think the general essence of this base can work very well. As long as the mines are in a nice location, like be sure to fill up the center a little bit. And be sure to build like a prototype defense if you really want to be strong on defense. And of course upgrade your headquarters to level 17 when you get the chance of doing that. So if you also upgrade your radar, once again to summarize, to level 15 takedown hammerman, you're gonna be getting Colonel Gerhard, always great for resources and those prototype modules. And that's gonna be wrapping up your base, Riga. I wish you all the best in your Boom Beach endeavors. And yeah, that's gonna be wrapping up this episode of the Boom Beach base review. Just to give you guys a quick little update, I finished up the 4th sniper tower to level 21, so I'm getting really close to maxing out everything into the game. And right now 30% away from leveling up to level 63. That is very exciting, and right now I am busy with getting this sniper tower up to level 18 alongside with the other ones, so yeah. Cool stuff. Okay, that's gonna be doing it for this episode of the Boom Beach base review. Once again, in the comment section and in the video description down below, you will see the template for the next episode in which you guys have a chance to get featured. And yes, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, make sure if you guys like this video to boom, give it a thumbs up. And that being said, this is the Reverse for Boom Beach. I'm gonna be signing off, and I'll see you guys in the next one.